What's up, guys? This is Jeff with Bear Bull Traders, and this is my video recap for Friday, July 12th, 2019. So I traded two tickers. I traded SGBX and also AMD. I really like SGBX at the open, and mainly because it was a low floater that was up over 100%. And I tend to watch low floaters only if they're up big, over 100%. And the reason being is, from my experience, usually at the open, they have a good opening range, or they get a nice little pop in the first 30 minutes. So I tend to watch it right at the open. I'll go ahead and explain my trades here. So at the open here, it opened up pretty strong, so I got in half size and then I added. Unfortunately, I got stopped out because I placed my stop at this low of this candle, because usually I tell myself, if it doesn't break that, if it breaks the low of that 1 minute candle, I should get all out because it should pop immediately. So it actually broke this low. I got filled a little bit higher than that. And then, while this was happening, I noticed that it was holding the moving averages, the 9, the 20, and the 50. And I was like, man. So I went back in. I said, you know what? Let's go back in there. So I went back in there full size. Glad that I did, and it popped up. So I took partials like a madman because I was in there full size, and I know this stock is very volatile. So popped up. I took partials all the way up, and then I got all out here. And then I saw this thing ripping higher, and of course, you know what? I got a little bit of FOMO, and I made two boneheaded trades. I probably should have been patient. Actually, I should have been a little bit more patient. So these two trades here, I went long. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's huge. Let me narrow this down a little bit. So yeah, so this trade here got long, stopped out, cut long, stopped out. Shouldn't have taken those trades. Should have been a little bit more patient here. But then, I still continue to watch this thing, and I noticed on the 1 minute, this is an ABCD pattern. So you can see it here. You got A, oops, you got A, right? Sorry for my chicken scratch here. This is B, right? This is C, and this is D, right? So classic ABCD pattern. So right when it was getting ready to crack this 1 minute low, which it did, I went long, full size, got out, and then I added more, added more. It pulled back. I set my stop at this low of this candle here. Never tested it, popped up, and then I got all out here. And I'm actually glad that I did. And I swear, these levels here, like Andrew says, is like magic. It's crazy because I had 171 level there, and that coincides. We look for resistance, support and resistance from previous days. This was actually what I thought was a key area here on the daily, as you can see, and this was back in April on this wick here. That's where I got that 171 level. So this was at the highs of this day, 171, and that's why I took everything off on that one. So all in all, I'm really, really happy with my trade with this stock. I'm trying to get better at trading low floaters, but again, I have a set of rules. I only like to follow the ones that are up big, and also that have news and catalysts, which this did, and it was up, so it met my criteria, and that's the only reason why I was watching it. So this the stop out, the first trade I took, I probably would have taken it and probably would have did the same exact thing. Got back in there, really happy I got back in there. Sold, got a good profit on this one. These two, very questionable, right? So, but as traders, we got to learn from the mistakes that we make. So this one, out of all honesty, had a little bit of FOMO, and I got in a little early. Then, glad that I watched it, noticed that it was an ABCD pattern. So really happy with this trade as well. So that was my trade on SGBX. And then I took another trade on AMD, and AMD was a beauty, and I really liked that one a lot. So this trade, you know, I felt like AMD was fairly strong. It sold off a little bit at the open here, popped back, broke VWAP, and it's just kind of consolidating up around VWAP. Came back down. I drew this ascending triangle here, and I noticed it was holding that level, which was beautiful. Popped back up, broke the highs, right? The high of that day. Came back down, tested VWAP, and at this point, it's either gonna break VWAP, break down, or it's gonna pop up. But I noticed on the level 2 at the ask, there was huge bids at 32.86. So once this bounced off VWAP, I took it long at 32.85 with a 5 cent stop, which is the break of the VWAP and this low 1 minute candle, 32.80. So I had a 5 cents risk, and I thought that was a great entry with level two showing me a bullish sign. So I went long, and sure enough, glad that I did. It popped up. I sold, I took partials at 10 cents, which is a 2 to 1. And then I took more partials once it broke that whole dollar, the 33 level here. And then I got it all out because I pretty much made more than enough from my day. So um, all in all, I had a really good day. I learned a lot from that first trade, and still trying to fight those urge of having FOMO. It's crazy, but if you manage your risk, you can cut your losses quick, and you can still have a profitable day like I did here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comments, and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. And yeah, and also I like with those losers, I was still able to make close to 3%, of my account here. So manage your risk, guys. Make sure you got a good risk reward.